Morning guys, it is day 4, last day of Hadrian's Wall. I'm off to Bowness, off to Carlisle and then Bowness and Solway, and hopefully there's a bus to get me back. There looks to be 2 a day, looks to be one about 2 in the afternoon and one about 5 in the evening. So I don't think I'm going to make the 2 o'clock one, so got to get 22 in for 5, so early start, 6 AM and out the site and off we go. Looking back to Bleatarn campsite, and essentially a lot of what you walk across is sort of the earthworks and the vallum, and then the wall pops up in sections. Bit of a cloudy morning, a little bit cool, but not bad. We'll get underway. Looks like a Roman road to me. So, as soon as I've left the farm, onto tracks. I think it's going to be a majority tracks and road walking today. So got the, I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Got the Brooks on, Solomon's put on this morning and rubbing my heel from the start, so I have to get some sort of heel protection before I get back into those. Yeah, I'm walking down a farm track, so hopefully there's some Roman stuff to show you soon. Just walking through the village of Crosby and Eden, which is quite a quaint little place. That pub there, the Stag, probably the nearest pub to Bleatarn farm campsite, and it was a 50-minute walk. So if you're camping there I wouldn't bother, but you'll know that if you're walking west to east. Yeah, west to east. So first views of the River Eden, which we've picked up now, which goes through Carlisle. Past the motorway, past the M6, back down walking beside the roads, into Carlisle now. I don't think that tower's Roman, looks far too modern, all the bricks too neatly cut and too small. I'm not sure if they used those arrow slits either, but pretty tower anyway. Some of the remains of the border wall of Carlisle, just turning inland to get a bit of scram. Just walked past Carlisle Castle, pretty impressive. Huge buttresses on the thing, looks relatively intact. Had a nice Wetherspoons breakfast, but the one thing I forgot to do, the one thing I needed to do and I forgot to do, get blister plasters. Oh, my head, my memory. Let's hope I come across a shop on the way. This is a nice little forest stretch actually. Runs alongside the Eden on the way out of Carlisle. And the award for most original style goes to this one. Stream flowing through the remains of a building. Sourmilk Bridge. This embankment here that we've just been walking on the top of and came down over there is still part of the wall. Okay guys, looks like we have a challenge on. There is a 2:10 bus. It is now 11:10. I have 3 hours to do 11 miles. Otherwise I've got to wait around for the 5:15 bus. If I miss it, I miss it. I've got 3 hours in the pub. It'd be nice to be able to just get out of here early. So let's pound some miles out and see how we get on. 11:30, 9.5 to go. There's going to be no walk by shots. There's just going to be talking to the camera as I walk and some photos, and that'll be it probably while the challenge is looking tight. Okay, sit rep. It is 1:10. According to Google and according to everyone I've met, the bus is at 2:25, and I've still got too far to go to make that. Even though the PDF I downloaded says 2:10. So I'm still going to aim to hit that time. Still probably be close on hitting that time. And if not, I'll see if there's anyone in the pub that wants to share a taxi, or I'll sit there till 5:15 bus. I'm slightly off route, even though I'm nearer the wall. I took a missed turn back there, so road walking for a bit. Car. I'm back. Yeah, a bit of road walk now. Should come back to the coast in a bit. This is hard. This has been a fast pace for over 2 hours. Right, if Google is right, it's now 2:25, and I've got about a mile and a bit to go, so I've missed the bus. Well, let's head on. Let's see if we can get there for 10 past. See if PDF's right. It's been a long time coming. There it is. Woohoo, nearly done. To finish at the banks, 130 yards. Up there. Oh, there it is, the little sign and hut. This is where you get your Hadrian's Wall passport and then stamp it along the way. I forgot to do that. Next time. Let's go to the pub! I think it's time for a celebratory beer or two. So, final thoughts on Hadrian's Wall. Finished 2 o'clock today, so kind of 3.5 days to do 86 miles. That was a long slog, but good. My mom, who is my biggest fan and biggest critic, will say you didn't say enough about the history of it, and that's true, I think. But it's gone hiking, it's not the History Channel. For anyone that's really interested in all the history of it, I would say do it in twice as long. Take 8 days to do it in. Stop at every fort and every museum along the way and take your time with it. For me, I got what I want from it. I got a sense of scale, that it runs the width of the country. How big the thing was, 15 feet high, 8 feet wide. An incredible achievement, incredible feat of engineering, of logistics, of manpower, of surveying. The fact that they put a fort or a garrison every 12 miles apart, so that it was never more than a day's march if troops needed support up and down the wall. And then there would be a mile castle every Roman mile, and then between those, equally spaced out, there would be 2 turrets. And it doesn't matter if that was in the most inconvenient location, if that was on the top of the highest crag, that's where the mile castle, or that's where the tower went. So for such precision engineering for such a long time ago is amazing. And the fact that it's just stood the test of time, it really brings it home, seeing that bridge of how the river has moved 100 feet. Just brings it home to you how impressive it was, what a feat it was, and what an amazing walk. And I'd definitely recommend it to anyone. Thanks guys, and stay tuned for the Cumbria Way.